Welcome to the Zira Culture Podcast, a space for slow conversation in a fast, loud world. Here we don't rush answers, we sit with questions. If you are thinking, becoming, or just trying to understand life a little bit better, this is the right place. This is Zira Culture Podcast. We are launching our first new podcast, and this is our first new episode actually. Episode 1: Why this exists. Somewhere right now, someone is scrolling fast, thumbs tired, mind louder than it should be. Everyone is talking, everyone has an opinion, everyone is certain, and somehow we are still confused. That's not a dice, that's just where we are. These podcasts exist because the world moves fast and thinking needs slower shoes. I'm not here to teach you anything you don't know yet. I don't have a formula, I don't have 5 steps to success, I don't even have anything figured out. What do I have? A curiosity and time, and I believe that conversations still matter. No debates, no shouting matches, just conversation. This is Zara Culture Podcast, and this is why it exists. Why talking feels like broken. We live in a time where being louder is rewarded more than being right, and being right is rewarded more than being honest. Everybody's performing clarity, nobody's admitting confusion. Online, everything is extreme. You are either winning or failing, early or late, revolved or forgotten. But real life. What's real life? Life is messy. Real life is a half formed thoughts at 2 a.m. Real life is changing your mind quietly and not announcing it. I wanted a space that sounds like alive, a space where it feels okay to say, "Oh, I don't know yet," because not knowing is the most human starting point. Why these podcasts and notes another? There are podcasts for motivation, podcasts for money, podcasts for gossip, podcasts that feel like a coffin shot for the ego. This isn't that. This is a space for slow down without falling behind, for thinking without rushing to conclusion, for asking better questions instead of chasing perfect answers. Culture isn't just fashion or music or trends. Culture is how we treat each other, how we listen, how we grow, how we change our minds. And I wanted to build something that reflects that. Not polished perfection, just presence. Who is this for? This podcast is for the person who likes and feel they are between version of themselves. You are not who you are, but you are not truly fully who you are becoming yet. You might be creating something or healing from something or just surviving quietly. You might be surrounded by people and still feel unseen. That's fine. This is for you. This for the thinkers, the observers, the one who listen more than thinking and sometimes wonder if that makes you invisible. But let me tell you, this doesn't make you invisible. Deep just takes long to be noticed. So why then conversations still matter? Somewhere along the way, we replaced listening with waiting to respond. We stop being curious about people and start categorizing them. But conversation is how understanding happens. It's how empathy sneaks in. It's how ideas evolve. This podcast isn't about winning arguments, it's about exploring ideas without trying to own them. Some episodes will just be me, my host, will be a conversation with artists, creators, thinkers, and everyday people with real stories. Not to put them on pedestal, but to hear them fully. So this is what you can expect from us. No screaming intros, no fake energy, no pretending life is simple. Just thoughtful audio, honest pacing, real reflection. Some episodes will sit heavily questions, others will feel lighter, but all of them will respect your intelligence. Cause intelligence is the most important thing, and that's what matters. We are not chasing virality, we are building a library of moments, something you can return to when the noise gets loud. Consistency and commitment. This podcast drops new audio episodes every Monday, Friday, and Sunday. Not because we are trying to overwhelm you, but because consistency builds trust. You will always be known here to come back, and we will always be here when you do come back. That's the promise. If you're listening to this, thank you for giving me your time. Time is the most sacred, important thing right now. This podcast isn't answers, it's company. It's a reminder that thinking deeply is still cool and curiosity is still powerful. We talk, we listen, we grow in public gently. Welcome to the beginning. Once again, thank you for listening to Zira Culture Podcast. New audio episode drop every Monday, Friday, and Sunday. Take what stayed with you, leave the rest. Until next time, move thoughtfully.